Hi, welcome to my workshop. Today's little escapade is going to be about how to reserve a string serving on a crossbow string. Now for this we need a couple of tools. We need our serving tool. There are a couple on the market you can get. This is the pricey one and it's made by Biter. And this is a simple one that you can buy in most archery shops and costs £5 or £6. You will need to get some serving string for your crossbow string. Now the crossbow string serving string is at least 0.3 of a millimetre in diameter, ideally 0.33. The BCY do make 3mm and it comes on a little drum like that. 45 metres on the drum will do loads and loads of servings. The other one is made by a company called Boeing and is 0.33 and is my preferred weapon of choice for servings. It seems to last a lot longer than others. You will need a jig to put your string on that is fairly substantial. And it will need to be bolted down to the table so it doesn't move. There we go, all clamped down so it's not going anywhere. Okay, this is the string I've been sent for reserving. You can see it's had a little bit of wear on the centre, and that's what we're going to try and sort out today. So first things first, we've got to take the old serving off, and we're going to do this quite simply just by unwinding it. Okay, when you get to the last bit to be unwound, you'll then need to mark where the string starts. And I use for that a white pen and just mark all the way around its start point and then take it out. You then unwind the other end. I've now unwound the other end and I've marked it in two places. Why will become evident later. Okay, next thing you need to do is inspect the string. Make sure there are no strands broken. Once that's been completed, you now need to get your serving tool with its threaded. You need to separate the centres of the string. For this I've used a wedge, so you can put the string of the serving through it. Once it's through, you now need to tension the string. Okay, we've now got the string nice and tight. You can play a tune on that. So what you need to do now is get your string that's been poked through onto your first line and lay it down along the length. Put some more tension by screwing up the ends on your tool. It needs to be fairly tight to get a tight winding. Okay, that's got that done. Wind it back on. until the string comes up. The tool comes up to the string nicely. And then you wind it on, and you are overlaying the end that you've put down, and you're trying to do this for about 12 to 15 turns. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just another couple. 1, 2. Then we take the string outside and run it down the other way. So we're going to hold it there for a couple more twists. Keeping them nice and tight and nice and together. And then we're going to run down the whole length, like so. This will take a little bit of time, but it will come with practice. Halfway there. Now we're beginning to get to our first mark. Okay, I've got to my first white mark at this end, so now I'm going to pull out a large amount, keeping the tension on the string at all times, and moving down to the other end. I'm going to carry on in the same direction, winding on, but this time going towards my, let's try that again, hold on. Okay, now I've got to finish off. I keep the tension on the serving end. With the other serving tool, I carry on in the same direction, but I'm looping it through itself. And I do this for 12 to 15 times. Okay, we've done that required amount. All the while keeping the tension on, we now pull out the string and tie off. Next bit's the fun bit. As we wind this slowly by hand, keeping the tension on at all times, the other end starts to unwind. This has the effect of pulling it tight and keeping the tension in. We can then pull through keeping the tension on at all times. And give it a really good pull. Nice and tight. Your next task is to cut off the end. I do this with a little bit of heat and then melt it back. And the same with your original end where you have the loose end. And there you have a new serving on a string.